Hey guys, Mayne here from Breakout. This is a new segment called the Payout of the Week. So every single week, I am going to highlight a top trade taken at Breakout in the past week. And I'm going to share all the information about the trade for you, as well as go into the actual chart and try and reverse engineer it. And maybe we can learn something trying to figure out exactly why this trader took the trade. So for this week's episode, we've got FullPort. So FullPort is one of our top traders here in season 8, which is August, which is only just started, and he took a short on FLOKI. He was in this trade for less than 6 hours and he made over $7,300. Absolutely phenomenal. Even better, he was able to withdraw this money immediately. Breakout has on-demand payouts, meaning as soon as he closed this trade, he was able to go into his dashboard and request a withdrawal immediately and have that money sent to him. You cannot do that anywhere else. It's only available at Breakout. With that being said, let's get into the chart and see if we can figure out why he took this position. All right, so I've got the Breakout terminal up here, and this is the actual trade showing you the entry, the stop, and the take profit, as well as the correct timestamp. So you can see I'm on the 5-minute chart here. This is clearly an intraday trade. Very short time frame. I would call this a scalp. So he entered here on July 31st, just before 6 p.m. UTC, and then he exited the trade about 6 hours later. You can see here with the risk reward calculator and the order entry pane, he was risking about $1,670 to return $7,400. He's trading a $100,000 account. Now you might be wondering, how was he able to make $7,400 on a 6% drop? Well, that's because he's using the power of prop firms. Leverage. You're getting to leverage our capital. When you're trading a $100,000 breakout account, all of a sudden a 6 to 7% move can equate to $6,000 to $7,000 of profit. This particular trade was just over $110,000 in notional size. So he's taking a 6-figure notional short on an altcoin, and he only paid $1,000 for this account. So he's paid for his account many times over just off of this single win. Now let's see if I can reverse engineer exactly why he took this trade. So very clearly, we are in a downtrend here. So I don't need to go to a super high time frame if he's taking this trade on the 5-minute. But if I look at something like the H4, very clearly here we were going up. We've had a structure break, and now this is lower highs and lower lows. This is very clear as day a downtrend. So what immediately jumps out to me is, in a downtrend, I want to be doing what? I want to be shorting the bounces, assuming the trend is going to continue lower. Price bounces up, consolidates a bit, continues lower. Bounces up, continues lower, bounces up, continues lower. Maybe we're going to have another leg down. Who knows? But what he did here effectively was short one of these lower highs. And I think, or at least what jumps out to me, is this H4 bearish order block here. So you can see this is the up move, or the supply, before this most recent structure break to the downside. So this up move generated the down move that took out all of these lows here. Bearish market structure break. So a bounce back up into this area, followed by a very bearish looking candle on the H4. My mind on the low time frame is flipping to a short bias. I want to be looking for continuation to the downside. So let's zoom in here. We'll go down to the 30-minute. And as you can see here, the 30-minute actually gives us a very, very nice picture, and probably the good idea as to why he might have entered this trade. You can see on this time frame here. So we had that leg down, took out a low, and we got a reaction into resistance. We come up, we're rejecting within this 4-hour bearish order block, and on the 30-minute we get a important structure shift here, which is this candle, in my opinion, as a breaker, and this candle as a bearish order block right here. So now I'm just going to delete this H4 one just so it's not too busy, but we're in a downtrend on the H4, and on the M30, we now have a bearish order block here and a bearish breaker here on the M30 as well. And this mini uptrend has now shifted back to a downtrend. So we're now looking to short that pullback. And if we go down another time frame even further to his execution, in my opinion, this is exactly why he took the trade, or at least this is what I would have done, is you're looking for this 15-minute chart to put in bearish structure and then see continuation to the downside. So you have this move up into the 30-minute resistance. We're hitting that 30-minute breaker. We're expecting price based on the high time frame to reject and trade lower. Our bias is bearish, Sure enough, we get a bearish break on the 15-minute. Price comes right up into a 15-minute bearish order block. And if you actually look here, his entry is basically bang on with this 15-minute bearish order block here. So there's his entry. There's the 15-minute bearish order block. His stop is just above the high of the order block. And then he takes this out. This is where I would target here. And then he rides it a little bit lower below these lows here. And this actually ultimately ends up running much lower. But this is why I would have taken this trade. So to summarize here, H4 bearish, very clearly in a downtrend. We come into that H4 bearish order block. So when I zoom in, I'm looking for reasons to be bearish, reasons to be short. I want to fade bounces. We go down to the 30-minute. We come up to that H4 order block. We get a 30-minute bearish order block right here, which caps price. Mark that out. Zoom in again. And now that we're down to the 15-minute chart, or even the 5-minute would giving you the same setup here, you got to remember H4 is bearish. M30 is bearish. So on our M15, we're not getting fooled by this uptrend. I'm looking for this to sync back up with the high time frame, put in a bearish structure shift. Here's a bearish break. What do you expect this to be? A lower high. Here's another bearish break within there. And the entry is off that M15 order block. And just for fun, if I pull my fib, this will be right in the sweet spot, I imagine, as well. And there you go, right into the 61.8 for the lower high. This is that kind of sweet spot there between the 61.8 and the 78.6. All of that confluence giving you that entry. So in my opinion, this was a very well executed trade. You had multiple confluences of high time frame resistance or supply or bearish order blocks. Your bias was bearish from the H4, the M30, and then you can refine down to the 15-minute. You could even go down to the 5-minute here and find probably even more of a precise exact level as to why he might have entered. Maybe it's based off of just this little 5-minute order block here, stop above that swing high, perfect trade, in line with the trend. He's not getting fooled by this bounce. He's waiting for the trend to shift back down. It does, and then he's just shorting bounces. Beautiful trade. So a really great trade. Congrats to FullPort. Now, I mentioned that FullPort is actually on our leaderboard. You can actually see here he's number 4 for the month of August already. Our top traders already got $34,000 only 3 days into the month. You can go see all the historic months as well. July, you can see all of the top traders here. Here's our top trading volume. Our top trader in July had over $179,000. Now, what's really cool on the leaderboard is you can actually click in to someone's profile and you can see their lifetime trading volume, their trading volume in the funded stage. So this includes the eval stage, right? When you're passing your evaluation, this is only funded. You can see their win rate, the highest win rate asset they have. You can see the lifetime profit that they've withdrawn. So this guy's not just up $179,000. He's taken out $170,000 from the firm in profit. It's fantastic. And you can actually decide what you want to see on your public profile. So if you go down into your settings here, you get to fill out your socials here. Those will show up on your public profile. You can also choose by going down to your private profile here, what stuff you want to show. So if I want to show what accounts I'm actually trading, I can choose to have that on my public profile or not. And all of my pertinent information will be viewable to people who find me on the leaderboard. So if you want some social proof that you're kicking ass, make sure you fill out your information in the dashboard. So when people see you on the leaderboard, they can click in and they can find your Instagram, your YouTube, and your Twitter. No other firm is celebrating big wins like we are here at Breakout. These leaderboards are updated in real time, and not to mention we're now going fully A-book, meaning when you guys win, we win as well. We are the only prop firm that is truly aligned with our customers. So if you want to get featured on the next episode, register and start trading with Breakout today. I will talk to you guys in the next one.